thank you to the EA Creator Network for providing me with early access for The Sims 4 Horse Ranch. Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. I'm going slightly mad right now because I've made so many Sims. I love Cass so much, and I had all these characters in my mind of like Sims I wanted to create with the cast for this expansion pack that could live in this world, and I just made so many, and then I kind of made a rough of my own back because now I have to make videos on them all because I made them for the early access. So if you are just buying the base game and Horse Ranch and you're looking for more characters to kind of populate your world, more characters to romance and woohoo with and all that good stuff, I've got you. So go and check out my gallery. I'm Cinderellimouse on the gallery, and you'll find all the Sims that I've made videos on up there. Hopefully, fingers crossed, assuming that I can transport them all across from the early access, because we don't have gallery access. You can see up in the top left hand corner the gallery is grayed out, and so is my kind of library. We can't actually save Sims or access the gallery during the early access time, so I have to kind of like save the save file, like the entire save file, and take it out of my game and put it in my new game, assuming I get permission in order to upload these Sims for you all. But I'm willing to do it because I love you all so much and I want to be useful, you know. I've got it on me. I've been recording for too long. Another thing I wanted to say before we get into this rogues gallery of absolute scoundrels down below me here, so my longest video, my actual cast review video, is a family called the McCoys, which is a reference to Clint Eastwood movies and Clint Eastwood characters. And I went downstairs to get a snack and I found the real McCoys, and I'm like, sponsor me, McCoys. If I say McCoys enough times, I hope they sponsor me. I'm being really silly, I'm sorry, I've just got it on me because I've been recording for so long. But let's jump into the rogues gallery. Do you know what? I think it's this guy. I think he's doing funny things to me because look at him. Look at this man. So before I get onto him, two of my Sims you may have actually seen before. So Flint Eastwick and Maria Sandoval are actually Sims that I made shorts on, and they're Sims that are already on my gallery, and they use a lot of different clothing from a lot of different packs, and they're Sims that I pre-created when they announced Horse Ranch, and I got excited and I was like, I want to make a cowboy and a cowgirl, so I did it and I uploaded them to the gallery already. Anyway, this is Maria Sandoval, and she's one of my rogues from the Rogues Gallery, and she is an absolute heartbreaker. So she actually has the villainous Valentine aspiration. This Sim wants to destroy the love lives of all Sims, including her own. She actually just, she is a little bit mischievous. She is a little bit of a trouble causer. She's kind of hot-headed. She's very sexy. So she's got the romantic trait, the hot-headed trait, but she also loves horses, guys, because horses just get her. Horses don't like forget to text her back, they don't cheat on her, they don't, you know, she's like, you know, diamonds are a girl's best friend. She's like, horses are a girl's best friend. So it's like her horse is the one that she can rely on. A horse is the one that she will never kind of break their back. That didn't work. Okay, so yeah, she wears a lot of black and red, and she has like dark eyeliner because she's bad, guys. So she's like, if you're looking for somebody to do like some kind of like 100 woohoo challenge, she doesn't want to have any babies, she doesn't want to get locked down, but if you just kind of want to go around and woohoo all the cowboys, then maybe this is the Sim that you want to do it with. Or maybe you're just looking for a good time with a woman who is going to be a terrifying ex. This is the one for you. So I've given her kind of quite sharp features. I've given her a strong jaw, sharp features, these really angular cheekbones, and these kind of like menacing eyes with the thick eyebrows. I don't know, she means business, guys. She's got these beautiful full lips as well, and this black hair too. I think she's absolutely gorgeous. She's got like a cow tattoo as well. She's so cool. So this is some of the new cast from the pack. This is a base game hat. This top, the shorts and the boots all come with the new pack, and I love these items so much. You're going to be able to tell because I've used them on so many Sims so many times. She has got quite a few outfits as well. I kind of went a little bit overboard. I love Cass in this pack so much. Like, Cass is an absolute winner, so I spent so much of my valuable early access time just messing around in Cass and creating too many characters. I've not used my time efficiently, guys, but you know what, this is who I am and this is what you get. So we don't all have to be the same. We don't all have to do practical, efficient 20-minute world reviews, okay? That is not who I am. I tried, I failed, I made 100 Sims. So again, using this skirt that I wasn't sure about, but the more I use it, the more I like it, and I think she looks really, really cool in it, like really badass in it. Like, she's definitely the scoundrel of the town. Like, I feel like she's the girl in the movie. She's like the love interest in a cowboy movie where it's like, let's rob banks together, you know, that kind of vibe. So again, I really love this in black, especially as a formal wear outfit. I think she looks super cool. So I think Holly Vindell also had that as well. This is a sportswear. Again, for sportswear, I've taken it as a bit of a rather than kind of like a running on the treadmill approach to sportswear with this pack, I've took a more horse riding, pumping iron, doing farm work approach to the attire for athletic wear for a lot of the Sims. So just to kind of explain why she's wearing cowboy boots if you see her on a treadmill, like, because she's meant to be riding a horse and mucking it out the field, guys. Like, that's the vibe. Her sleepwear, you can keep your boots on, baby. So yeah, she's she, again, her whole thing is woohoo. So she's got she's the girl with the woohoo tattoo and the suspenders and the cowboy hat and cowboy boots in the bedroom, and she could ride me and I would say thank you, ma'am. And this is her party wear. Moving swiftly on, this is a party wear. Yeah, she's just so hot. I mean, look at that ass, dead ass. She is banging, and in more ways than one. She is pulling off the handkerchief top in a way that I never could, and low-waisted jeans in a way that I never could, because I would definitely have a tiny little muffin top on there. This is her kind of other party wear. She just looks fantastic. I love her so much. She's so badass. This is her swimwear. Again, just a base game bikini. You know how it is. We need more swimwear options in the base game. I'm so sick of using the same options all the time. This is her summer wear. Again, she's so hot. It's like she uses and abuses Sims and they all thank her for it. Like, do you know what I mean? It's like she's really quite irresistible. I am obsessed. Oh my goodness, make it go, make it go. I don't know what happened to that outfit. Apparently I derped. Oh no. I got distracted apparently. Does she have, nope. Okay, I got to a certain point and then made a mess. Yeah, this is her outerwear. Again, she's got those cool black gloves on. She's so cool. I love her so much. And then my other absolute scoundrel that you've seen already is not Maverick, Flint Eastwick, who, quite frankly, he's not really a rogue, to be honest. I think people think of him as a bit of a rogue because he's finding it really hard to find the one. So where Maria is quite frankly just out to cause mischief and laugh about it later, Flint is genuinely looking for a life partner. The only problem is he's also a rancher. He loves the outdoors, he's a rancher, and he's kind of already got prior commitments, so he's a bit of a loner. He's not really, he struggles to find, it's not that he doesn't want love, it's not that he wouldn't treat a partner well, it's that he finds it really hard to find someone who's truly compatible with him, because he's got so much demands on his time in terms of like the ranch and the animals that he cares for, that he doesn't have much time to kind of like drop his hat and jump into a new relationship. He finds people quite demanding. So he's kind of like, even though he's a little bit older, he is an adult, but I've kind of given him, if you just take his hat off for a second, he's an adult, but I've kind of given him all these like frown lines and kind of like the greying hair to make him look like he's almost at elder stage, but not quite. He's like an older adult Sim, and he's so cute. Like, look at his little face. Move. There we go. Okay, so like I love his nose. Look at his nose. Tell me that isn't not the nose of a man who's gonna like take good care of you. I swear to God. Like I think he's so adorable, guys. And like his little eyebrows, he's got the new eyebrows that got patched into the game recently. So he's so sweet, and he's such a good guy, and he's genuinely caring. I just feel like I feel like he just has like, he's unlucky in love, you know, like he'll meet somebody, he'll think it's getting on well, and then they'll get really clingy and be like, I need you to be here at this time, and he's like, well, I can't just leave the farm, I've got to look after the horses. So he's kind of like, he prioritizes the farm and the business, and that kind of gets him into trouble in romantic relationships. But I really truly believe the right girl is out there for him. He's just you know, I hope he's not destined to be like what's his name, Don something or other. You know, the two old men that are kind of like unlucky in love, and they just kind of like roam around town in the pack. I hope he's not got like the same life path. You know, I don't want him to be like a loner with his horses until he dies. I want him to have the opportunity to kind of like meet that soulmate that he's been dreaming of. So he's not really a rogue, to be honest. He's kind of actually quite a good guy. Let me show you his outfits. He's just got like typical daddy farm boy energy, and I kind of find him very, very hot, to be honest. Yeah, there we go. That's another outfit. He's super cute. I really like him. I've tried to go for these kind of like brown, kind of quite tonal light colors for him, because originally I think I made him a scoundrel, and then I was like, do you know what, I envision a different path for him. So yeah, I think he's got a bad reputation. I mean, again, definitely I'm looking for Sims here to kind of like pad out the world, and you know, extra Sims to kind of meet and potentially woohoo with, and I want you to have a good time. Like, you know, if you do finally win his heart and get him into bed, you know, I want you to enjoy it. So that's there. There's his party wear, and again, like his swimwear, very, very similar. I feel like if he was going swimming, it's not like he thought about it and took a swimming costume. He just takes his pants off and gets in, either naked or in his briefs. I feel like it's more of his vibe. And then like sometimes with his hat, sometimes without his hat. This is his summer wear. Again, even though it's sunshiny, he's still got farm work to do. He's still got to ride horses, so he doesn't want to wear shorts. He's still in his jeans. Maybe he's going to get a little bit hot, guys, and a little bit hot and sweaty. Maybe he's going to have to get a bottle of Coca-Cola and kind of like pour it all over himself. Why would he pour Coke on himself? Get a bottle of water. In fact, I'm just after this brand deals, guys. That's what it is. Get a bottle of Evian water, Buxton water. I drink a lot of water. What am I drinking right now? Right now, I'm drinking Asda's still mineral water. Sponsor me, Asda. I will do your brand deals with your water. I will open this bottle and pour it all over me because I'm so hot, because I've been working in the farm all day, and by working in the farm I mean playing the Sims 4 Horse Ranch expansion pack. Cold weather is this one here. So again, trying to use some of the lighter colours, I've used a lot of the cast in a lot of different ways, using different swatches. So his colour palette is very, very kind of light, muted colours. I've used other colours, for example, like all the blacks and the reds with Maria. So really just showing off the different aesthetics and different vibes that you can go for with the different personalities that you're creating. Okay, next up, I want to show you Mayor Hawk. This is Mayor Hawk. He kind of gives, is he called Carrie Ewes vibes, you know, like the Princess Bride and Robin Hood Men in Tights. Kind of like gives that vibe, and he reminds me of someone else as well, a little bit King George III as well, from what's it called, Hamilton. You know, I don't know if any of you saw me doing like the Twitter song, you'll be back. He kind of has that kind of vibe to him, with the little teeny tiny pencil moustache. I feel like he can't grow a full moustache, you know, like how like the real cowboys, the real dirty cowboys, the really dirty scoundrels have these really big moustaches. I feel like he just can't. He's too sweet boy. He's too soft boy to grow the big moustache. So he has this like little pencil moustache he tried. Mayor Hawk, I kind of love him. He's got a special place in my heart. So he's the mayor, but he's not the mayor because he's popular, and he's not the mayor because he's good at the job. He's the mayor because his dad was the mayor, and you know, they kept it in the family. And he doesn't really want to be mayor either. He really just wants to kind of be sociable and party. He's kind of, deep down, he's actually a really good guy. He was just born with a silver spoon in his mouth, and he's kind of landed into a life that he doesn't really want, and so he's got pressure from his family to kind of like keep up appearances. Everybody kind of makes fun of him. I feel a bit sorry for him, but like I say, he's not actually really a bad guy. He's just a little bit materialistic, a little bit snobby. So I like the idea of kind of like, as I play with him as well, maybe some of his traits are going to change. Maybe he's going to get a little bit more accustomed to kind of that down and gritty kind of farm life, but he was born kind of with a silver spoon and a nicely aged fine nectar in his mouth. So I don't know why he's a baby drinking nectar. In his hand, he was given a gift of a very expensive bottle of nectar, which he could open on his 16th 18th, 21st birthday, depending on what part of the world you live in. 13 if you live in Europe. Yeah, so he has actually got the snob trait. He's lazy and he's an art lover. So my idea for him is he doesn't make the nectar, but he really enjoys drinking the nectar. So he hasn't got any of the nectar traits or aspirations, because that's more involved in like making nectar. But I think I did give him he doesn't, because he doesn't want to make the nectar. So he likes mixology. So yeah, he's more about the taste testing of the nectar than the actual making it. Hates horse riding, which is funny because he's like always wearing this kind of like equestrian gear, but he hates horse riding. So he's do you know what, people might look at him and think that, you know, he is really super lucky and stuff like that, but I think he gets a lot of pressure from his family, and I think he's kind of like almost coded with certain ideals of like, oh, to be successful you have to be rich, and he kind of looks down on people. But I think actually he's kind of a little bit isolated from the real world, and I think he's missing out from that. So he does have this drive to kind of like be liked by people, and like he wants to socialize with people, he wants to be liked, but he's from this different part of society that's really unrelatable to the majority of the town of Chestnut Ridge. So like I say, he's the son of the mayor, so I feel like he went off to private school. He's really been a bit sheltered, and yeah, he's having a lot of difficulty with that actually. So here's one of his outfits as well. He is just looking for connection, right? He actually wants acceptance at the end of the day, whether that's through love or friendship. And again, he just doesn't fit in with the town. Like he doesn't know how to ride horses. He doesn't really like riding horses, so he just doesn't fit in very well with everybody, and I think it makes him feel quite isolated. But yeah, you could totally see him as a bit of a rogue if you wanted to. He's the mayor, but he didn't do anything to deserve that position. Again, probably a lot of kind of like, I'd probably get him into the politics career. I'd probably have him doing a lot of like charity benefit parties, and you know, a lot of social soirees and that kind of thing. I feel like he's kind of good at that, but at the same time, like, the real world is completely foreign to him. Again, not wanting to make Sims too perfect. I mean, he's definitely a little bit Ken doll, but not wanting to make Sims too perfect. He actually has this big birthmark as well, which I feel like he'd be kind of embarrassed about. His party wear there, like, again, just like a different way of kind of styling the new jeans from this pack, with that kind of like base game shirt to give it a bit more of a preppy kind of vibe. He's I don't know, he's probably in some weird, really creepy political parties. He probably has some, I don't know, he's one of those, like, and again, I feel like he's not one of those because he's a bad person. I feel like it's the world he grew up in, and when he gets to know some of the other characters and he kind of shakes loose a little bit, hopefully some of those worst character values are going to change, and he's going to become a better person through us playing with him, I hope. Or you're going to burn him in a house fire, I don't know. Yeah, so that's his whole thing. He's playing cowboy, right? He's like trying to fit in with the locals, but they see right through him. It doesn't work. His hat's too white, his jacket's too white, those jeans have never seen a tiny bit of dust. He doesn't understand the hard work that goes into running a ranch. He really doesn't. So that is Mayor Hawk, and I don't know, I feel a bit sorry for him. I feel a bit like, even though you don't realise he's the underdog, he actually is the underdog because he's so disliked. And then we've got Maverick Wolf. Now, Maverick Wolf is an absolute scoundrel, and I love him. Kind of very roughly inspired by Maverick from the movie Maverick with Mel Gibson. He doesn't look like Mel Gibson very much, I don't think. I didn't intend him to. I just kind of like created a character in my mind. But he is, he's a bit of a wheeler dealer. He's very money orientated. So he actually has fabulously wealthy as his ambition. He's materialistic, he's outgoing, but he's self-assured. I thought about maybe hot-headed, but I thought self-assured suits him better. So the idea is he's very confident. He's very confident, he's very materialistic, and he's got his eye on the prize. He's actually got his eye on the job of the mayor. So he's kind of doing a little bit of mischief. Did I say he likes mischief? Yes, I did. He likes black ranch music, horse riding, and mischief. He's much more... Now, he also rubs people up the wrong way because he scams them, right? So he's kind of like, he'll play sabacc with them. If you've got Journey to Batu installed, he'll play sabacc and he'll kind of like cheat a little bit. he's kind of like, he's very much of the community. He's one of the people, right? But he's kind of a little bit shifty at the same time. So he's trying to do this whole campaign against Mayor Lewis, where, did I call him Mayor Lewis? Mayor Hawk. Mayor Lewis is from Stardew Valley, silly me. So Maverick is doing this campaign against Mayor Hawk, where he's kind of saying, oh, he's just a fancy boy, he's not one of us. He's kind of like doing a lot of kind of like spreading rumours, spreading gossip about him, spreading kind of like anti-Mayor Hawk sentiment, because he basically wants his job. He wants that power position so that he can make more money and kind of like do business like backhanders and things like that. He's very shifty. So while but like contender for the throne, neither of them are going to be very good at the job. Mayor Hawk, he's got no ill intention. He's just not really interested in being mayor. He's not like he's trying to scam anyone. He probably does care about the town. He wants people to like him. He's just not really fit for that position, where Maverick is absolutely out for himself. Like, he's not out for the town, he's out for the money. So you've kind of got to watch him. He's a bit of a scam artist. So if one of these two became mayor, well, one of them is mayor. If Maverick became mayor, I don't think things are going to be much better off. So I don't know how that's going to kind of play out, but interesting setup I feel like I was doing there with that. And yeah, he's absolutely, I mean, he looks like the bad guy. He's the bad guy. I think, did I give him a bit of a beer belly, or was that Flynn? I think I gave one of them. I feel like it's him. Did I give him a beer belly? Let me just kind of look. Maybe a little bit, not too much. I don't know. I kind of, he's not particularly athletic, I feel. He's got a bit of a dad bod, but I kind of like him. I don't know. I always fall for the scoundrels. I need to give him some arm hair as well. I need to try and remember to do that. I'm sorry if I upload him without it. I feel like I gave him arm hair. I don't know where it went. So yeah, he's got kind of, do you remember Indiana Jones, the movie where he was a kid and he was running along the train, and he'd kind of like stolen that thing off that kind of like other kind of tomb robber? But he kind of like, the tomb robber was kind of really cool and you kind of liked him. Like, he's giving that kind of vibe, I think. Yeah, I don't know. He's definitely got some shady scams going on. He's a bit of a Del Boy, right? He's like cowboy Del Boy. So that's one of his outfits. This is one. He's a bad guy, so he's wearing the black outfit. He's got this one as well. I think that's mostly base game. I think I just switched out the hat and shoes. He's also got, again, a little bit Crocodile Dundee. He's got like this tooth, this shark tooth, which again, I feel like he's got some stories about that. Definitely been in some scrapes. Yeah, that's his whole vibe. Again, he wears black for weddings because he's the bad guy. I'm the bad guy. Have you seen that Sylvester Stallone movie? It's really good. Okay, like this one as well. That one Sylvester Stallone movie, that actor nobody knows. That one movie he was in. It's like I can't remember what it's called now. He's like a superhero. I can't remember what it's called, but I really enjoyed it. And he goes, I'm the bad guy. And it's just one of my favourite movie lines from the past 10 years. So like, this is his other outfit. That's another outfit. Again, Crocodile Dundee for the win there. I love that big thick moustache as well with the stubble. It's so good. It does funny things to me. Yeah, another outfit. You can tell I've been filming all day. This is the last one. I'm just kind of like, there's some clothes. There's some clothes, guys, that you never want to see again. Don't take him swimming. His hot weather outfit. Again, probably riding horses, so you don't want to wear shorts if you're riding a horse. And again, absolute. He's like the bad boy's back in town. Like, the scoundrel is back in town. It's like when people hear that he's back in town, like everything goes a little bit quiet, and then he kind of walks through the streets and everybody's like peeking through the windows. I feel like they're all like, oh, he's back. How dare he show his face again? I remember when he scammed me last year. You know, it's that kind of thing. But then he kind of like comes in with all this swagger and his charm, and like, I would love for him to have the charismatic, the outgoing trait and a lot of charisma skill, because I feel like he just totally like smarm his way back in. It's like he got threw out of the saloon for cheating in a poker fight, and then, you know, he comes back around like the next year and he's kind of like, hey, I got you all this nectar for free to say sorry, you know, that he stole from someone else. And like suddenly he's back in the good graces of the bartender. He knows how to work people, I feel. So yeah, that's his whole vibe. So that is my rogues gallery. gallery. They are my wildcard Sims, and I hope you've enjoyed them. And if you have them in your game and you enjoy them in your game, if you know what I'm saying, let me know. Like, send me screenshots of what they get up to. If they get up to like mischief in your game, like, let me know. Oh, the back of that hair is actually really nice. Why didn't I notice that? That's kind of like slicked back hair, but the back of it's really quite lovely, especially under a hat. Okay, so I like it more than I realised I liked it. So they are my Sims. Let me know. All my Sims will hopefully be on the gallery. I'm going to save the save and transport it and then upload them to the gallery when I can. So go and check them out. And yeah, I might even do a let's play. I'm not sure. I'm still kind of wrapping up growing together, so I'm not 100%. I don't want to overcommit myself, but I do kind of want to do at least some videos on this expansion pack. So watch out for those as well. And yeah, if you do play with them, send me screenshots at Cinderellimouse on Twitter. My Twitter link is in my description box down below, and kind of like show me what they get up to. Did you catch them doing anything they shouldn't have been doing? That would be really funny to me. Okay, I'm gonna go. Take care. Remember, you are all the real McCoys in my eyes. Sponsor me, please. What brand is it? I know. Sponsor me, please. The Real McCoy Makers, and also Asda Water sellers, and thank you Sims team for sponsoring me, and well, not sponsoring me, for collaborating with me and providing me with early access to the Horse Ranch expansion pack. I actually really appreciate it, even though it's kind of like sent me on a wobble because I don't normally get early access, and I'm like, who am I? What do I do? What is my brand? And how do I make videos again? I feel like even got like editing software. I've been under so much pressure, so it's pushing me out of my comfort zone, and then I kind of like found my comfort zone by making just really long-winded cast videos again, which is, I guess, what got me here in the first place. So if it ain't broke, don't fix it, and I will see you all again soon. Bye, friends.